Hello everyone, and welcome to my Lego table or my building table, whichever one you want to call it. Today we're not doing a Lego, we're doing a different company, so I guess it's the building table today. So today we are actually going to be doing a set by a company called Pantasy, okay? So this is actually the Sherlock Holmes Baker Street 221B apartment. It's set number 85014. So this is 1,088 pieces. As you can see, it is different stories here. There's like a coffee shop on the bottom and then Sherlock Holmes' living room and stuff like that. It does come with some of the classic characters like Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, and we will see those as we build it. This is for 6 and up as well, and it sells for $149.99 on the Pantasy website. And this can be combined with other street scene buildings that they have on Pantasy. This is also a Lego compatible I can't say that. Lego compatible set. There we go. So you actually can use these pieces with a Lego, or you can use the Lego pieces with this, okay? All right, so I thought after Lego came out with their Sherlock Holmes Book Nook that this would be a cool thing to build from it, even though it's from a different company, and maybe Lego will come out with their own version of it eventually someday. But we're gonna go ahead and get started on this. First of all, we're gonna open the box and take a look and see, whoa, what is inside. So from what we have here, we have 2 instruction manuals, okay? And of course, lots and lots of bags of building toys, building blocks. Wow, okay, I just dumped that right on the floor. Hold on here. Okay, so I do think one of the bags in here broke open during shipping or something because it's been spilling out little blocks here and there as we go along. There's also lots of plates in here. So let's hope that I didn't lose any pieces because if I did, that would really suck. But we got some more things here, and we do have so these look like some of these bags are not numbered. I think most of them are numbered, so I'm guessing the ones that aren't numbered are like extra pieces where it'll just tell you, hey, you're gonna need this piece. Here's just a piece kind of hanging out here. So this is kind of like Lego pretty much, where it has the instruction books, the numbered bags, and even the instruction books are a lot looking like what Lego does, and I think stickers just fell out of there. Okay, so it looks like we might have some stickers here. I'll have to go through the instruction manual and see what stickers, make sure there's no more, but this is a VR sticker and a smiley face sticker. Okay, let's see, are there any other stickers stuck in here? Oh, yep. Oh, here we go. Here is some more stickers. So we also have one that says Sherlock Holmes, and then some of these. Let's see, anything else in here? I don't see anything, so I think that might be it as far as stickers go. Okay. All right, so it looks like the rest of it is just a bunch of bags here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. We're gonna start with bag number 1, of course. Once we get that built, I will come back and show you guys what we have built, and then we will go from there. I wish I could tell how many bags are in here. Well, I could probably, let's look in the instruction manual, how many bags are actually in here. Because this looks like a lot of bags for only a little over 1,000 pieces. So that says 17 there. I'm thinking that there are several bags for each number by the way it looks. Yeah, so it looks like bag 17 is the last bag, unless that's just for a certain part of the build, but I don't think so. Yeah, no. So it looks like bag 17 is probably our last bag. But like I said, I'm guessing there's like multiple bags for each number, because there's way more than 17 bags here. That's for definitely sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and find bag number 1. I'm gonna kind of organize this out so that they're all in order by the bags, and then I will start bag number 1 and come back and show you what we've built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay guys, so bag number 1 is done. We have not used any stickers. There's not that many stickers to begin with anyways, but we've basically built the foundation for it. And then we've got this one wall up with the set of stairs. There's the two set of stairs coming off the front, and then the set of stairs coming off the back. On the wall, you've got these pictures here, which are really, really cute. Okay. All right. And then back here, you have this little chest that does open, although the wall is kind of in the way for it to open. And then it had this, all this is printed. There's no stickers. So it has these names on it here. And then this also swings open. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and continue on with bag number 2. And once I get that done, and I was right, it is several bags in each one. So like bag 1, or the bags for step 1 was like 4 bags. The bags for step 2 is 3 or 4. I think it's 3 bags. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with this, and I'll be back as soon as the bags for step 2 are done. Okay, guys. So the bags for step number 2 are done. We got the whole floor in here, which could be a little bit complicated. I did mix up some of the pieces and have to go back and replace them because it looked like one thing, but it wasn't. And some of the, like, these, like this here, I thought this was one of these, the 3-piece things, and it's not separate individual pieces. But yeah, so once you get that all straightened out, then you're good to go. We also finished off this. We put in this first level on the stairwell and then a second level. There's a hat rack. There's a picture in here as well. Then the door, which does open, of course. Okay, and then you can see inside of there. Okay, all right, so we're gonna move on to step number 3. Once we get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've made. So I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so step number 3, or the bags for step number 3 are done. And we basically put in the whole coffee shop down here. So you've got the 3 tables with chairs. You've got a little like seat here with the silverware, and I'm guessing this is like a garbage can or something. Then you've got the counter here. You got the sink with the faucet and the cups. You've got the coffee maker here and the, what is that, espresso maker, I think, or whatever. Got ketchup and mustard on all the tables. Then you've got the menu here. And then you've got today's specials here. Now these two, this one and this one, have the stickers on them that make them look like mirrors. And I think that's it. Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to step number 4 and get that done, and I'll be back as soon as that's finished. Okay, so step 4 is done. Basically we put this wall up with the little donuts and stuff over here. You got the pictures here on the wall. You've got the clock up on the wall here, and of course you've got this wall in as well. And that has the windows, the doors, and then these nice gold accents. And the door, of course, does open. Okay. All right. So I think that was it for this one. So we're going to go ahead and move on to step number 5. And once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've made. Okay, so bag number 5, or step number 5, is done. We basically put the Sherlock Holmes sign on. We've got the little tables and chairs out here, the lamp, the garbage bin, the rails going up the side of the steps, the little sign here that says Sherlock Holmes, and then the little light here. And that's pretty much it. So now we're gonna move on to the bags for step number 6. There's like 4 bags for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and then I'll come back and show you guys what we've built. Okay guys, so for step number 6, we built this little room, which is gonna probably be the next level up. So it's got this little doorway here, a mirror here, which this here is one of the stickers. And then we just have this little area back here with the steps with the landing. And I think that's it. Okay, so we are gonna move on to step number 7 and those bags for that. So once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've built. Just to let you know, so far this goes together a lot like a Lego. It actually kind of looks even a lot like a Lego. The colors are a little bit different. Like this is more of like a reddish brown than it is like a light brown or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it goes together almost exactly like a Lego does. So that's really cool. There are a few little different, not so much different parts, but they're made a little bit different looking, some of them, but for the most part, it's a lot like Lego. I kind of like it. Okay, so let's move on to step number 7. So I'll be back. Okay, so bag 7 or step 7 is done, and we have basically added on kind of like this kitchen slash lab. I don't know if it's the kitchen and a lab, or if it's just a lab, or if it's just a kitchen, but anyways. So it's got this little refrigerator here, and inside the top part is like a bone, and I don't know what the other thing is supposed to be. It kind of looks like a cupcake, but I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. Then you've got the Bunsen burner with the flame and the 2 different things over top of it. You've got the telescope right next to it, and then the bottles behind that with any of the stuff in it, and a closed off window. And then this would be basically like the stove and maybe the sink? No, probably just a stove with a countertop next to it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a sink or not. There's no faucet or anything, but it could be a sink. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the bags for step number 8. Get that done, and then I'll come back and show you what we've done. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we have step 8 done, with the bags for step 8 done. And what we did was we built this nice little fireplace here. It's got a letter opener with a letter on top, got a little clock. Oops, sorry about my ring going off there. Got a little like skeleton head up there. There's a newspaper over here in the corner. Then we got the bookshelf here with the potion bottles and stuff on top. And then the lamps here. And then this is basically a rug, because this is going to be the living room here. Okay. All right. So we are going to move on to step number 9 and the bags for that. So I'll be back as soon as that is done. Okay. So the bags for step number 9 are done. And basically we built the living room here. So we've got the 2 armchairs here. And I just noticed I've got the arms wrong on there, so I need to fix that. But we got the 2 armchairs. We've got the coffee table with a checkerboard, the teapot and cups couch, the lamp, the smiley face and VR are over here. They're supposed to kind of look like they're barely there. And the skull picture here and the map here, but pretty cool so far. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to step 10 after I fix the chair there. And I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, so this bag number 10 is done. And basically we built on all this stuff here on the front. So this was all built separate. All of this was built separately and then attached to the thing that we had, or the part that we had already built. And then we added it on to the bottom part that we had built earlier. So this is all of it. You've got quite a bit going on. It's really detailed. It's pretty kind of cool looking. Okay, and then this is the little, it's supposed to be some kind of animal, I think. The problem is it was missing one piece. There's supposed to be a little black angle piece there that I'm missing, but that's okay. I'm not really gonna notice it that much. And it might be in here somewhere and I've just lost it, so who knows. But yeah, so very detailed. I am loving this build so far. It looks really cool. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to bag 11, or the bags for step 11, which is gonna start our next section that goes on top of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that started, and then I'll be back once it's all built. Okay, so bags for step 11 are done, and we have created this little start of the bedroom here. So there's a bed with a table with a lamp, the armoire, dresser, whatever you want to call it there. Got the thing for the stairs in, and then these pictures. And I think that's pretty much it, okay? All right, so we are gonna go ahead and start with the bags for step 12. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, so the bags for step 12 are done. We built this bed here and then the little table here, okay? Got the dresser and then all these portraits. Then we also have this here, which is a little doorway into it. Then the chair here and these portraits in the back with the table and the like newspaper sitting on it, okay? All right, so far looking good. So we're gonna go ahead and start the bags for step 13, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, so we have bag number 12, or step number, I'm sorry, 13, not 12. So step number 13 done. We added on this little desk with a lamp, and the chair, then this little like music sheet with the violin, which is really cool. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, of course, we made the wall bigger. We added this on and this on. And I think that is it. So it's looking pretty cool. Oh, and I think, did we have the dresser on with the last one? I can't remember. Anyways, it's pretty cool. I love the violin. That is such a cool way to make a little violin. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the bags for step 14. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. Okay, so the last little part that we did here, which was bag 14, is this little board here. And then also just finished off putting on the edging up here, all around here, and stuff like that. It's just basically trim work. Okay, and then we attached it on to the other two parts that we've already built. And this is what we've got so far. This thing is very pretty. I'm astonished. It is beautiful, to be honest with you. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the bags for step 15. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we've built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so we have the bags for step 15 or steps 15 done. Oh, my cat is chasing a bug. Great. Anyway, so this is basically the roof started. So we've got the skylight back here and then this part up here. So not much else to it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the bags for step 16 and I'll get those done and come back and show you what we've made. Okay, so step number 16 is done. We put in the windows here and then put on all this roofing here and then also built the chimney with the cool little smoke coming out of the smokestacks. That's so funny. I love it. Okay, so that part there is done. So we are moving on to our last steps. Our last step, which is 17. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the bags for that. And then we do have some minifigures too, so I will get those put together so you guys can see those. So I'll be back here in just a minute. Okay guys, so first off, what we did for this last step is put the top on. So you have that on here. And so this is the full build here with the top on it. It is really cool. I am loving it. I love the sunroof or the moonroof. You got the little secret door here to get into. There are also other like secret things hidden around. I know one of the beds has a note underneath of the covers and just stuff like that. So there's like little secret things kind of around as you build it that kind of get put into stuff. So with bag 17, we built the carriage with the horse. Okay, and there is a little like gold ring underneath of this seat here. So yeah, so you got the carriage and horse, which is pretty cool looking. And then we also did all of our minifigures. So we do have, of course, one of these is Watson. I think it's this one. So this would be Watson here. The minifigures don't bend. Their arms do move, but their feet and their legs and stuff don't really bend, or they don't like bend at the waist or anything like that. But they're still pretty cool. So I think this is Dr. Watson. This would be Sherlock Holmes. Okay. I'm not sure, unless this is Dr. Watson. I don't know. It doesn't tell you who's who, but I still think the one in the green is Dr. Watson. And then this one is that police guy. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten their names. That is so terrible. But anyways, the police guy that usually helps him. And then this is Mrs. Fig? It's the lady who like brings their tea and like runs the rental that they're in. I want to say Mrs. Fig, but that might not be her name. And then this, of course, is the bad guy, and I've forgotten his name now too. I'm so sorry. He is missing a hand, and honestly, it might be on this table, and I'm just not seeing it because it's, you know, kind of blends in with it. I did kind of look really good, and maybe it fell on the floor, or maybe it didn't come. I don't know. But anyways, he's missing a hand. I'm not huge into minifigures anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, so that is the 5 minifigures that came with it. This is all of it finished, you guys. It is a fantastic build. I loved this. I had a lot of fun with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, get notifications, And, you know, also watch some of the other videos so that I can keep bringing you more and more building sets, Legos, whatever else. Other than that, you guys can also check out my eBay and see what I have up for sale on there. I get some Legos, some other building products, and some other things from time to time on there. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day and enjoy whatever you're building or whatever else you might be doing today. And we'll see you on the next build. Bye.